Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Your game needs to be global. And you know what, I wanted to address this. I mean, this will be for men in general and black men in particular, but you know what, any guy, any man, regardless of his race, can get something from what I'm about to say. Your game got to be global. What do I mean when I say that? You just have to expand your horizons when you're looking for a woman. Because just by the nature of society now, you can't, the person who might match you in personality, values, and everything might be living in another country now. And with the world shrinking, despite some people, and some I might address on a Deep Thought channel, but despite some people thinking, oh, well, we want to be insulationists and we want to have our own thing, most of the things are global. And trust me, as things change, airline prices, it's easy to travel to certain places and everything, you got to think, you know what? It's not working with the women right here, or it might not be working with the women in my environment who are of my own race or ethnic group, or shoot, in some cases even religion or something. You got to expand. And like I said, this is for men in general, black men in particular. See, what I'm seeing is it's an interesting phenomenon in black with black men. You know, I know there's the cliches like go get you a white woman or something like that, but a lot of brothers really aren't attracted to white women. That's the thing. I've met a lot of brothers who have all types of hell with black women, right? All types of it, right? Particularly African American women, right? But at the same time, they just not attracted to anybody else. But they have a solution. And this the one thing. It seems simple, but I don't know why a lot of brothers don't talk about this. There's black women all over the world, man. And yeah, I know there's some black men in other countries who might complain about the women that they're dealing with. Because, I mean, I've had coaching clients and talk with people from, the United Kingdom. I mean, I got steady sales in the United Kingdom, right? In fact, I got some ideas. Rom just think about businesses. So I actually got some way I might be able to give a seminar in the United Kingdom from my living room. Just do a webinar or something. And as an aside, let me know if everybody let me know if they be interested in webinars. All right, and I'll figure out a way to do it where it'll be kind of private anyway. Right, I'll figure out something. Anyway, right, check it out. Check it out. There's women all over the damn planet, black women especially. I'm going to tell you something with me. One of the things with me, I've dealt with a lot of women, but they all haven't been African-American women. Like I just told a gentleman now, subscriber, who hit me up privately. And, he's from Trinidad. He knows who he is. I said, shoot, I've dealt with so many Trinity women. Good God. It's oh, Lord. Shoot. I just need to go on down there or just find whatever Trini community is around me. Drive down to DZ. There's a big Caribbean community down there. Dealt with women from the Virgin Islands. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh my God. I'm serious. I don't know why brothers tripping. I mean, you get some women who, I mean, I know a lot talking about going to the Dominican Republic and Brazil, but a lot of that is either straight up sex tourism, or let's just be raw with it, straight up sex tourism or acculturated prostitution. Because I've met a lot of brothers who they get a woman on that tip and thinking they doing something, and then they might even marry them and then get that woman back here, and all of a sudden she's Americanized. I was like, nah, she was Americanized at first, bro. She knew her game. That was the game. But that being said, there's a lot of sincere women out there that if you just happen to meet, they ain't really on that, like, let me meet an American man or African American man and, get that green card or something. They meet you and you just click. And that's because you got to be global. I mean, when I think about it, right, like I know one sister, oh my God, she, she was interesting. If you see her, your first thought she's West African, but yeah, she was from Costa Rica. And good God, spoke that beautiful Spanish. Yeah, it's like, good Lord. Yeah, it's like, you know what, and see, the thing is, you always got to expand. And now, this ain't to say you can't hook up with a fine African-American woman, but the person for you that fits your character might be living somewhere in Kenya now, might be living in South Africa. One sister that was on me hard, she was half Tanzanian and also from the Virgin Islands. I was like, oh shit. Oh my God. Yeah, as y'all see, I have a great love for our island sisters. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Good. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Uncle Rom getting a little happy. I don't even need the moonshine for this. But your game needs to be global. And what do I mean by that? You want to be the type that can attract globally. You have to be able to attract a woman any place on the planet. It's irrelevant just going someplace. It's irrelevant. I mean, you could go someplace, and if you're not paying, the women ain't gonna still pay your attention because they looking for a certain something. Now, a big difference with women from many countries, their priorities are slightly different, and this is something that you black men should heed. This is something actually white men know. There's many white men who go to like Eastern Europe or something to look for mates. In fact, all this big deal made about black men going overseas and stuff. But if you look at the biggest proponents of dealing with women from outside of American culture, it's white men. And we get an Asian. In fact, a white man and an Asian woman is the most common interracial relationship. I'm sorry to tell y'all swirlers, but I ain't gonna say I hate to be the one to tell you. I'm just giving you some truth. You can check that out with stats. If they marry, and in fact, and also there's a whole lot of white men who do not deal with their own women, but they expand it. And brothers have to be that way. But see, to understand that game, you can't be on the same bullshit. One thing, you can't be some dude talking about I'm working my way up. Well, no, I take that back. You can be, but they got to see something tangible that you're working on some shit. You can't be like in your mom's basement or something, or talking about, well, I'm working on that record deal or something like that. Nah, you at the very least, you need to be gainfully employed. And they ain't going, like most of the time, if you meet them someplace or you go someplace in your city where, you might have an immigrant community or something like that, they ain't going to be tripping. You could say you have like some blue collar job. They ain't going to be tripping. They just want you to have a job. See, one thing I peeped with women from other countries more globally, way more pragmatic, way more about the provider type and protector type, more traditional. So you need to look like you're in a position to do that, more serious. Like in this country, even increasingly with white men, right? Definitely with brothers, it seems like the dude who's just about a good time, entertainment and stuff gets the most play, while the educated dude gets called an educated lame or something like that, or corny or something like that. It really is. Obsidian said it. This really is bizarre old world in the black community, right? And increasingly in the white community. But other places, if you got an education or something, they looking at you like, okay. You working on something, if you going in a positive direction, because that's one thing, and this is one thing I've seen, at least dealing with the women from different cultures that I've dealt with. Now, it could be a bias. If someone has seen something different or experienced something different, by all means, share that. Because remember, like, I have no problem saying I'm select. So, women, the same women who are going to dog everybody else out are going to be nice to me. So maybe this is a select, non-select thing. And they do have their select, non-select. It's just, it's just going to vary by the culture. but it's more about the providing thing, the resource thing. It's more about resources. That's why in like some countries, even some quote unquote third world countries, if you got some weight on you, got a little bit of a belly on you, women going crazy. And it's not about the aesthetics. They probably just go just as crazy over a muscular dude. But they looking for a guy who look like you. If you got a belly on you, that means you're a boss, because you can have other people do stuff for you. It means you got some money, because you got to have money to feed that belly. So you got some dudes in other countries, women like, oh yeah. Now, they ain't to say, oh yeah, go there and just put on some weight or something. I mean, still, the best thing is being in the best shape for your body type. But the thing is, the physical thing ain't as important. It's about, hey, can he handle this business? And that's the game. You know, you can be straight up. You don't have to be on some bullshit. In fact, you need to be more. This has been my experience. You got to be more serious minded. Because I've dealt with I've seen some women from other places. If you clowning too much, they like, man, they ain't trying to mess with you. They ain't, shoot. If you don't look like you serious about getting something, or you working towards something, they don't want to mess with you. And you know, it is very rare. Now, people need to tell, like I said, people need to tell me from other places, because I want to know. I don't know everything. But just from what I've seen, and even talking with some people, they ain't messing with you if, you know, you got your pants off your ass, or you sitting around. Now, you the type want to sit around and play Xbox. They are not going to entertain you. And like I said, you deal with them like that. But that's the game. You can be serious minded. You can be responsible minded. They looking for that. And if you like quote unquote cute or anything like that, or got swag, that's just icing. But they want that substance. So that's the game. But you got to think globally. And really, even for specifically black men who just want to deal with African American women, you do have a percentage. You do. We got to be honest. We got a percentage, usually more middle to upper middle class, who they looking for that same, you know, seriousness, that same responsibility, that same dude at least working towards something. And unfortunately, it's not the majority. So, anyway, your game needs to be global. Anyway. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.